I've decided to begin here on the island of Mallorca, in fact, right up on the northern tip of the island. Because although a lot of British people I know think of Mallorca primarily as a holiday destination, it's also rich in gardens, very varied and completely fascinating. While I'm here on the island, I'm going to visit 4 very different gardens. I'll then make for the mainland and drive right across the south of the country, visiting a modern garden packed with plants, an extraordinary place built for an extraordinary owner, and an ambitious project to bring old world charm back to the coast. How many pots are there in all in the city?
More than 16,000.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I'm starting here in this garden overlooking Porto Palença, which is almost impossibly glamorous, but actually also has a deep and rich history. This is La Fortaleza, which was originally built as a fort set high above the bay and port. It's now a wedding venue, an occasional film set. The garden is still dominated by its original defensive fort, which was begun in 1623. And it defended then the important port of Puerto Palença, which was at the trading crossroads of the Mediterranean, and in consequence, often raided by pirates. In 1919, the wealthy Argentinian painter Roberto Romage bought and converted the fort, making an extravagant yet elegant 1920s garden with its topiary and cypresses that captures the full romance of the location. This was where Romage would invite his artistic friends, such as Pablo Picasso, to stay and enjoy famously wild parties. And it included this swimming pool in all its glorious theatrical excess. What I really like about this garden is the way that each layer of history remains. It hasn't been erased or sort of trodden over with the heavy feet of its successors. So you have the 1620s tower and the 1920s garden all around it with these now mature planting, which hosted these rather extraordinary parties. But it all came to an abrupt end with the Spanish Civil War. And in 1936, the fortress was confiscated by the Spanish Air Force. It was subsequently abandoned and fell into disrepair until the house and garden were lovingly restored and then sold in 2008 as the most expensive property in the whole of Spain at that time. Mallorca's position in the Mediterranean has meant it's always been a key strategic stronghold and an important centre of trade, so it has had an influx of visitors and invaders for millennia. The reason why there are defensive positions like Fortaleza and others around the island is because throughout its long history, it has been occupied, invaded, defended, from the Romans through the Visigoths, and then you had Islamic occupation for over 300 years as part of Islamic Spain, and then the Bourbon Empire with its main center in Naples, trading influences from Northern Europe, and all these people, all these different